Welcome to Reddit Stories, where anonymous tales from Reddit come to life. Today, we dive into a story of love, betrayal, and the painful truth one man uncovered about his marriage. Join us as we follow John's journey. From a happily married husband to the moment he realizes the woman he vowed to spend his life with has betrayed him. A dimly lit room. The clock on the wall ticks softly, amplifying the eerie silence. John, a 35-year-old marketing director, sits on the couch, staring at his phone. His fingers tremble as he grips the device, knuckles turning white. The screen glows in the darkness, displaying a message that makes his stomach drop. "I can't wait to see you tonight." John scrolls up, opening the chat. His breathing becomes shallow as he schemes through a series of flirty messages between his wife, Emily, and unfamiliar contact saved as Mark Work. The text reveals secret meetings, inside jokes, confessions of love. His mind races. This can't be happening. The woman he vowed to spend his life with his wife was cheating on him. Part 1. A happy marriage before betrayal. A flood of memories rushes through John's mind. Their wedding day, Emily radiant in her white dress, her eyes full of love as they promised forever. Their honeymoon in Italy, walking hand in hand through cobblestone streets, stealing kisses under the moonlight. Lazy Sunday mornings making pancakes together, laughter filling the house. Their love had been unbreakable, or so he thought. Part 2. Growing suspicions. Lately, things had changed. Emily had become distant, her smiles reserved for her phone screen rather than their conversations. She started coming home late, always with excuses. An important project at work, a last-minute client meeting, horrible traffic. John noticed new habits, sneaking glances at her phone with a guilty expression, stepping outside to take calls, pulling away when he reached for her hand. At first, he tried to dismiss his doubts. Maybe she was just stressed. Maybe he was overthinking. But the uneasy feeling in his gut never faded. Part 3. The truth revealed tonight. His worst fears had been confirmed. The evidence was right in front of him. He stood up, pacing the room, running a hand through his hair. His mind raced. Confront her now? Gather more proof? His chest tightened as he realized he no longer recognized the woman he married. Then he heard the door open. Emily walked in, setting her purse on the table. "Hey, babe," she said casually before heading to the kitchen. John swallowed, forcing his voice to stay steady. "How was work?" She didn't meet his eyes. "Exhausting. I just want to come home." Lies. He clenched his jaw, forcing a smile. "Me too." Part 4. Gathering evidence. John knew he needed undeniable proof. That night, he ordered a GPS tracking device. A week later, he discreetly installed it under Emily's car. Every evening, he checked her movements. Some nights, she was indeed at the office. But other nights, she was somewhere else, a hotel, a bar, an unfamiliar address across town. Then on a Friday night, he decided to follow her. Parking a few spots away, he watched as she walked into a fancy restaurant. Minutes later, a well-dressed man arrived, kissed her cheek, and they sat down together. John's grip tightened on the steering wheel, rage bubbling in his chest. He pulled out his phone, snapped a picture. There it was, the undeniable truth. Part 5. Striking first. The next morning, John woke up with a plan. He sat at his laptop, typing an email. Subject: urgent. Evidence of workplace misconduct. To HR manager. Dear manager, I would like to report an inappropriate relationship between two employees, Emily and Mark. This relationship has taken place both inside and outside of work, violating company policy. Attached is photographic evidence. Sincerely, a concerned individual. He attached the photos, hesitated for a second, then hit send. The first domino had fallen. Part 6. The final blow. That evening, John was ready. When Emily walked to the door, Aloy was already seated in the living room with a thick folder of documents. "What's going on?" Emily asked, confusion on her face. John stood, his voice calm but firm. "You're being served. Divorce papers." "I know everything, Emily. The affair, the lies. It's over." Emily's face drained of color. "John, please, let me explain." But before she could continue, her phone rang. She hesitated before answering. It was her boss. Panic flashed across her face. "Wait, what? No, this is a misunderstanding." John stood still as he watched her world crumble. Fired, exposed. Everything she had built on lies was now falling apart. Part 7. The Price of Betrayal. Emily was kicked out that very night. She sat on the steps outside, her suitcase beside her, tears streaming down her face. She stared at her phone, hoping for a message from Mark, but he had gone silent. He had been fired too. He had his own life to salvage. Regret consumed her. She had all: a loving husband, a stable home, a promising career. Now she had nothing. Ending, a new beginning. John, on the other hand, walked out of the office building the next morning with confidence. A weight had been lifted off his shoulders. He took a deep breath, feeling the warm sunlight on his skin. This wasn't the end. This was the beginning of a better life.